Welcome to Changing the Narrative with Stacy and Red. I meant to say, I meant to say Red. Let's do it again. Nobody's on.
Why
Well-
you got a Y between Y after my name?
Welcome to Changing the Narrative podcast with Red.
And Stacy.
And today we're going to be talking about Blood and Water, our new favorite show. Somebody suggested it a couple days ago on our last live. We were talking about things we were going to miss.
Oh,
They
yeah.
mentioned it then, and then we started binging it, and we got through the whole season.
It's only 5 episodes.
It was only 5 episodes?
It's only 5. You make it seem like it's like 30 episodes.
We did it in like 3 days.
It took us 3 days to do 5 episodes.
But we're busy. We're busy people, but we squeezed it in.
What's up, Carl? But anyway.
So,
Carl, did you watch Blood and Water? It's really good.
I can't remember who it was that suggested it, but we didn't watch Queen Sono because Stacey had already seen it. But I'm going to watch it when we're done with Blood and Water, when we're done with the second season. So for anybody so right now we only have one person in chat. Thanks, Carl. Appreciate your time. For anybody who may be watching this later on, there are going to be spoilers. So if you haven't seen it, we're going to give you a little bit of the plot twist. Okay, yeah, so he's seen it. We're going to give you some plot twists. So don't be afraid if you've seen it already. If you have seen it already. If you haven't, you may want to come back and watch this after you watched it. So Blood and Water, the show that's on Netflix, is directed by Nasifo Damisa.
Are we jumping right into it?
Why not?
We want to say thank you to everybody for watching our previous videos and supporting us, liking, sharing, commenting. We really want to thank you. What's wrong with you today? Weirdo? But yeah, thank you guys, especially you guys over there in SA that's watching this at 3 o'clock in the morning. We love that. So my impatient wife.
I was just like ready to just jump in. See, this when we record, I like have a whole script to make sure that make sure I get everything right. But I just
first season was fire. It really was.
I just scooted through it.
We actually we did the whole first season. I think we got like 1 episode of season 2.
Yeah, I think we watched the first season episode,
and it was
2 last night.
It's good. It's good. It's really good. Okay, go ahead. Do your thing. We got 2 people in the house right now. Do your thing.
So, Blood and Water is a show that's on Netflix, directed by Nasifo Damisa, starring Ama Kamada and Kosi Njema. It's filmed in Cape Town, South Africa, and right now it is number 8 in the US. So, we'll dive right into like what the show is about.
But hold on though. How you know how to pronounce these people's name?
I don't know if I did it right, but I tried.
She pronounced the people's name the right way.
I tried.
Wow.
I tried, and I looked it up, and I tried to get pronunciations and stuff. So hopefully I did it right. If I didn't, somebody will tell me.
Yeah. Cape Town is very beautiful. I don't know if that's Cape Town or it's probably the same thing. Cape Town and Sea Point.
No, it's specifically in Cape Town.
Cape Town is so beautiful. It's kind of like the Most High just looked at Cape Town and put his finger on it and said, "I'm gonna make it even more beautiful," because that is a gorgeous place.
It is, and I love that they have like these wide, beautiful shots of it during the show. Like It's really incredible.
A friend of mine named Stephanie asked me yesterday on Facebook, "Is Cape Town dangerous?" How do you want to answer that one?
Are you just gonna tell them what your answer is?
I mean,
it was you can answer the question.
Well, some parts are probably dangerous. What's the name? What's the area where the poor black folks is at with the? I can't remember what it's called. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Remember, it was a TV show, a TV series we watched, and they were showing Capetown. They were showing like you got right here, and then like a salon, the gangs and all that stuff.
I mean, I think I know what you're talking about, but I can't. I'm trying to figure out what this has to do with.
No, she says it's dangerous, and what I described to her was like there's dangerous parts everywhere.
Yeah,
you know, especially when you got poor people, you know, over there. Yes, it's dangerous some places, but Cape Town is predominantly beautiful and safe.
Yeah, I mean, in anywhere that you go, you know, you just.
And I didn't know it was based on a true story. Carl, we the plans of right now is moving in December, mid-December, but I'm hoping a whole lot sooner than that.
Yeah, and I heard that the series was based on a true story. I didn't read any of the articles or anything like that. I wanted to finish the season before I like did any more research on it. But yeah, I did hear that that it was
based on a
true story.
That's what it was. Cape Flats. That's what it was.
Cape Flats is the place that's like dangerous.
It's dangerous. Okay. Yeah. Because I remember they have like gangs, and it was this one little kid that they brought in, and he was like maybe like 6 or 7. He was heavy into the gangs, and they came in there and they tried to talk to him and try to get him to stop it, but he was like, "Yo, this is what I know." So his mom got killed in gangs, and his dad got killed in gangs, and okay, go ahead.
So we're here to talk about Blood and Water.
Good stuff.
And we started watching the first episode. And we were like, let's just stay up a little bit later and watch another one. Like we watched like 2 or 3 episodes the first night. But yeah, it's a really, really good series. So I want to just start off talking about Pulang and her plight. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm just amazed you know how to sit there and pronounce these names.
So she is the main character, and she's struggling with her family, dealing with her missing sister, who they believe has been kidnapped into a child trafficking ring. And she's been missing for what, 17 years?
17 years.
So the opening scene, they're celebrating their daughter's birthday, even though, you know, they haven't seen her since she was a couple of months old. And Pulang is just like
not feeling it.
She just wants everybody to move on and move past it. And she feels like she's not, you know, like basically she's the oldest daughter. She should be the one celebrated. She's the one here. And you know, just dealing with a loss that she doesn't really even understand, because she didn't know her at the time. You know, both of her brother and sister, both of Pulang's, her younger brother and her are both younger than the sister that's missing, Pumi. So I think she's struggling with that a lot. And it's not until she gets invited to the party of Fikile, which is what?
Her raggedy ass friend Zuma invited her to the party. Zuma invited her to the party.
But the party was for Fikile. For Fikile. That it was her birthday party.
Yes.
And so her friend Zama, I
thought it was Z-U-M-U.
I think it's Z-A-M-A. She invited her to, I looked it up, sir. They invited her to, she invited Pulang to a party, and it turns out it's this girl named Fikile who has the same exact birthday as her missing sister.
Yes.
And so then the new guy that she met, Wade, comes up to her and says, "Hey, you look very much like Fikile. That's really weird." So with those 2 pieces of information, she's like, that might be my sister.
Amongst when they said happy birthday and they don't know her parents, she doesn't know her real parents. And go ahead.
No, it's not. She didn't say she didn't know her real parents. When it wasn't until like they did the interview later on that she started asking her questions, and she couldn't really say where exactly.
I thought Wade told her that she was adopted to some rich parents or something like that. I think Wade said that. Can Carl, can you confirm that? Confirm and deny, please?
No.
But I'm pretty sure Wade said something.
No, I don't think they said anything because the mom says that she was born at home later on and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's keep with it. So go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
Okay.
So you know how to pronounce the names really good.
I mean, just do the best you can.
So please. I can barely say your name. Continue on though.
Anyway, that's why you call me Red, because you can't say my name.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so
amongst other obvious reasons. Continue on.
Anyway, so do you remember the situation about how she ended up getting into a fight before she got transferred to Parkhurst? Do you remember the details about that?
No, it was
Pulang.
Yeah. The dad was on the news.
Right.
Dad, and then they spread it out in school on the phone. And she hit the girl, then the girl beat her up, hit her a couple times, and the mom and the dad went to the school, and then she transferred. Right. Because she didn't have to transfer.
Right.
She transferred just to get a new start.
Yeah. So then she starts going to this new school, and like she starts talking to Wade because she's the one that's the one that she remembers from the party. And she started talking to Fakile there, and she started talking to she met KB at a later party. She met him at a later party.
Oh shit. Here go Dawn.
Oh. Welcome, Dawn.
Hey, Dawn.
So then when she starts at Parkhurst, she ends up getting put onto the magazine club because Wade is in the magazine club. And right off the bat,
Wade and Wendy.
Hold up, Wade off the back. Right off the back, I knew that little Wendy wench. I knew that she was going to be a little jackass from the beginning. I knew it. And even though she was in class speaking truth and facts, that is not the point. Like, we're in school. If you want to have friends, you do not make extra homework. You don't do that. Like, why would you make extra homework for all your classmates so you can be the most hated?
Yeah.
Like, she was annoying.
Wendy was horrible.
She was annoying.
Yeah, she was horrible. She was probably like Dawn in school. She was horrible.
So go ahead. I'll let you tell, because I'm telling the whole story.
Go ahead, because I don't know where you at.
What do you mean?
Please checking. Oh, BLK. I watched that months ago and loved it. But go ahead, continue on. I'm listening to you. This is on you.
Why are we?
Go ahead, I'm listening. I got something to say after this is done.
All right. So anyway, Wendy hated her.
Really hated Wendy.
And then she ends up getting Fakile and Pulang on bad terms because Pulang did an article on they call Fakile Fitz. They did an article on Fitz and
for her to be the head girl.
Yeah, trying to help her, doing a piece on how wonderful she is. And the interview goes really well, but there were some awkward moments when Pulang was like,
asked her about baby pictures.
She was like, so do you have any baby pictures?
Yeah.
Where were you born? Exactly.
Has nothing to do with being a head girl.
And then she comes up with like this amazing story that we find out later on is a lie.
Yeah, she said something about her brother. She said her
brother
kidnapped, drowned.
Yeah, she said her brother almost drowned, and ever since then she's been afraid of the water. She was like, so you've got to have a similar story to tell us why you love the water so much. And then she told her like she almost drowned, and that's the reason why she was so. Her mom put her in swimming lessons, and that's how she became a fish.
Yeah, Carl, she's horrible. She's horrible.
Yeah. So then after the whole blow up happens, the article gets posted. Tequila and Pulang get into a fight. Pulang is about that life. She's ready to swing. She's got a lot of built up anger inside her, and all you need to do is say the right thing, and you can get the hands. You can get these hands.
But she lost. She bought that life, but she got that ass beat. She got that ass beat. Got smacked up, kicked up, beat up.
She was ready though.
She was ready.
And what really is a loss when it gets broken up? It got broken up, so you don't know what the end of the fight, how that would have landed.
The person that got hit the most times lost. What's wrong with her?
You can't even do that. The person that got hit. If a fight gets broken up, it doesn't count. You can't have a winner or loser if it gets broken up.
Everybody, if you lose the fight, if you get hit 12 times and you hit somebody 2 times, you lost.
She might have been sizing up her opponent, and she was ready to unleash. And the next thing,
she fell. Next thing you know, she fell.
Oh, I forgot a whole storyline.
Which part?
About Tequila and her boo.
We ain't get that far yet. You gotta keep going. That's like the third to the fourth episode when they.
No, but she saw Tequila.
Yeah. And
she saw her with a boy who she thought she was a boy at the first party, the first birthday party.
That's episode 3. That's episode 3.
But still, whatever. So then
okay.
She doesn't think anything of it. She's just like, let me get out of here. And it's not until later on she discovers who it is. So
I'm gonna tell you, he was really weird to me. Cool. That white girl.
Oh, I can't remember.
Anybody remember the white girl name?
I can't remember her
name. She's not too important to the story, but
she's just like, she
was an asshole.
Yeah, she was just bad and like a bad influence. Like, and so was Arno. Who? He's
which one's that?
He's Zama's boyfriend. Or so he thinks. The white boy that she was seeing.
I must have missed that episode.
How? Like,
the white boy that who was seeing?
Zama, Pulang's best friend.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Chris. That was Chris, wasn't it?
Was it Chris?
Yeah, you just want Chris.
Oh, you know what? Arno is his real name. Yeah, you're right.
Chris.
You're right, Chris. Okay.
The one that like boys.
He like everybody.
Yeah.
He like everybody.
Yeah, Chris. What's up, SLK? We got 7 people in the building.
Yeah.
No.
He said he was pansexual. He's not gay.
We got 7 people in the building. Please like, share, subscribe. Oh my God. See, that's why I said what I said. That's okay. I want to be politically correct.
Well,
but it is what it is.
So then she ends up going to a second party. Oh.
Huh.
That kind of makes sense. We don't have time for these kinds of lessons, y'all.
Damn, man.
It's he's pansexual. Do your Googles.
Anybody got no time for that? I like their terms.
Do your Googles, y'all. So then she goes to a second party, right? And that's after. Do you remember the second party? I feel like I'm forgetting something about the second party.
I don't know.
The second party, isn't that the one where she puts on the bikini and stuff?
Oh yeah, when she started. When she hooked up with KB.
She didn't hook up.
Not hook up, but you know what I mean.
She just smoked weed and they were spitting hot fire together. You know what I'm saying? You know, like
her name was Reese. Yes, the white girl name was Reese.
Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're not putting that up there, Dawn. We're not doing that today.
Hey Don, just let you know I looked you up. So your little jokes, you got to cut them out. I looked you up yesterday. I found you. Chill out. I got you today.
So back to the storyline. So they get really, really close. KB and Pulang, they get really close. They start vibing. You know, they really like each other. And so then he's kind of put in the middle between Fakile's drama and Fakile and Pulang's drama.
Because they had a relationship before.
Yeah, because him and Fakile were like exes or something. Mm-hmm. They didn't go into a whole lot of detail. They were exes, but now they're just like best friends.
Yeah. Remember when KB walked to her and asked her, well, why haven't you been with nobody else? Mm-hmm. And she said, how you know?
Right, exactly. Ew. And so later on, Pulang sees her returning the same hat that she saw on the boy that she was smashing at the party, hand it to the swim coach. And she's like, and then I think she walks on him one time when they're like sucking face or something. Didn't she walk in on them at one point?
No, that was when she walked in on Chris and David. No,
that was Zama that walked in.
No, Zama walked in on them later on in the car.
Oh yeah, at the party. She walked in on them.
She walked in and then that's when Filet pulled her out and said, don't worry about him. He does just, whatever. But
yeah. And then her and Zama get back cool because they had been beefing because she's going to a new school and all that kind of stuff. And then Zama finds out that he's pansexual because she walks in on him with another boy in his driveway.
I think his name was David.
Getting things done, And so she got a little bit mad at Pulang for that, but they got over it. They're still friends. I like that they're still friends. I really like Zama. She's a mess, but it seems like she's a good friend.
Wild. Yeah, she's that wild friend that most females have. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But all the while, all this drama is going on. Pulang has gotten Wade mixed up into it. He's helping them investigate.
Wade's a good dude.
And he gets a hold of the birth certificate. He goes out. They go to the office to try to get some information, and they ended up having to buy some guy a pack of cigarettes for them to talk to him. And they found out that the person that signed the birth certificate was in jail for fraud, for putting together fraudulent birth certificates. So,
what did they have to buy her?
The
lady in jail. They bought her something.
I don't think he bought her anything. He told her it was an interview.
No. He had to do something on his phone. Wade had to do something on his phone for her to tell him what he did, what she did. Remember that?
No.
That's what happened.
But I think he was just pretending like he had I thought he was pretending to be like a.
He was, but he told her. But I'm pretty sure she wanted to use his phone to send out a message or something like that. Carl, am I right? Go ahead.
So he goes, gets the information, gets no information basically, because she says she doesn't remember and she doesn't know whether or not it was real or fake. She said, it's been so many, like I have no clue. So he doesn't tell Pulang about this because now they're beefing because he likes her, but she's feeling KB. And his feelings are hurt, like big hurt, because she lied to him about where she was at. And then he went to her window one night and he was in there and they were
jumping all around.
And they were smooching. I'm trying to tell the storyline with each character rather than trying to tell it chronologically. Okay. And maybe that's not working. Why don't you do it?
No, you're doing a good job because I got other stuff I got to talk about.
So I mean, that's the long and short. Like the last thing that we saw was the dinner party. No, but those have been recommended to us. We'll put those on the list. Black Shield. We'll put those on the list. The last thing that happened was a dinner party after the girls, Tequila and Pulang, had fought, made up, and then got back into it.
And I fell asleep.
They had a dinner party where Tequila's mom was getting stank.
She was
with Pulang.
She was an evil little bleep, 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 bleep. Easy.
Yeah, she was being real stank with her, and like followed her in the bathroom. Like it was weird stuff that she was doing.
Well, Pulang been doing some weird stuff too.
Yeah, she has. But I mean, we know her purpose. We know why she's doing weird stuff. We don't know what Tequila's mom is up to.
Yes, we do know.
Except for the fact that it's some funny business going on between her, KB's dad, and this woman that's in jail. But they don't know exactly what it is yet.
What we know is that lady's trying to hide the truth because she doesn't want to be exposed.
I agree.
That's what we know.
Then remember how she acted when they were in the interview? When in the school meeting after they had just fought, and she was like, "Your sister is so and so," and she was stolen back then, and she was like,
she gave that deer in the headlights look,
and she acted like she was about to have a heart attack. Like I think she's in on it. I don't think Tequila's dad knows about it.
No,
I don't think he knows, but I think the KB's dad knows, and he doesn't realize how close he's gotten himself to being exposed because he didn't know the relationship between Tequila and Pulang.
Yeah, the mom she was always, even like when Pulang was to their house and she was looking at all the pictures. Remember that? When she went to the house because her and they was going to go out. They was going to go to the beach, and she just gave us some nasty stink looks. What is Sue drinking? But well, it doesn't matter.
I'm drinking vodka and ginger ale. Stacy's drinking.
I'm drinking some tea in a can.
Yeah. Well, we're not advertising for these people. They're not paying us.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think that's it. Like that's all. That's how far we've gotten. You know, we'll do another one once we finish the series. But like, I really, really, really love the series in general. The only thing that I don't say didn't like about it, that I just noticed is that a lot of the other series that we watch that are based in other countries, like we watched what's the one with the people robbing banks? Is that like Portugal or Spain or something like that?
Keep talking. It'll come back to me in a second.
And they were speaking in Spanish or Portuguese. I can't remember which one. And they just
it was very good. It was very good.
Yeah, they either do subtitles or they do like a what do you call it? They dub over the voices. So I was just expecting to hear more of native languages, or I mean, I see there's a little bit of it thrown in there, and I definitely appreciate that. But I was just expecting it to be a little bit more authentic because you know, from what I've seen, a lot of South African people talk in their languages to each other, and they don't really speak English. So that's just what I've experienced while we were there. But I do like that. I do also like that it's in English because it makes it easier to understand and identify with the characters.
Money Heist. That's what it's called. Money Heist.
Money Heist is the one you were talking about.
Yeah, that is great.
They record in their native language, and then you can either watch it dubbed or use the subtitles. So, but yeah, I just noticed that. It also gives me very much. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen Gossip Girl, but it's like a rich teenage drama, kind of similar. There's a bunch of secrets that need to be uncovered, and you know, cheating and all kinds of stuff like that. So it's giving me Gossip Girls, but with Black people. Okay. So I mean, I really, really like it. I love drama. I love you know, series like this, and I definitely enjoy seeing almost all Black cast. So I love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense, Don. It's not natural for black South Africans to speak to each other in English. Makes sense. You got anything to say about
no
the show?
Stay tuned, but we really enjoyed it. So we appreciate you guys tuning in.
Okay. We be getting a lot of messages. I seem like I'll be the one doing most of the answering the messages, but I'm not talking shit. I mean, I am. But anyway, we keep getting the question, when are we moving? We're shooting for December. But like I said, I hope before that. I really do. I think someone asked us. Yeah, I think someone asked us where we met. We met at Blockbuster.
We told this story, didn't we?
I know, but someone still asked me that. Someone still asked me that. We met at Blockbuster
2006.
2006?
No, 2005.
So yeah, and I couldn't get rid of it since.
Why is the story so short? How do you leave out the fact that you left your phone number on the back of the receipt like a creep?
Because that didn't happen. But listen, I like to talk, and I just want to just pop up sometime and just talk to you guys and see how you guys doing without putting a message on YouTube that we're coming on Thursday at 7:00. You know, I just want to get up on here one day and just see all you guys in the chat and just say, yo, what's going on? How was your day? How you doing? You know, what are you drinking on? What are you watching? You know, just talk. I don't think it has to be about a specific topic, just life and how things going. You know, I hope that's cool because I'm nosy. You know, and I just want to know how things going. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know, and I hope that's cool. You know, like Saturday, I might just pop up here and be like, yo, what's up? What y'all doing? Where y'all at? What's the temperature? Is it raining? What you eating? What you drinking? You know what I mean? And just talk.
Here's one thing that Don Parker says, how was your day, Stacey?
Mine was good, brother. Went to work, came home safely. I'm talking to you, talking to everybody. You know, tomorrow, repeat it again.
I want to talk about something kind of boring. So before I do that, I don't know. People might think it's boring. Like, it's something that you want to talk about?
Go ahead. No, I'm listening. You said it's boring.
I mean, it might be boring to people, but I want to talk about it.
Go ahead.
Never mind. I don't want to talk about it.
So you got them waiting for nothing?
I want to talk about the Russia conflict. And it's not looking good right now. And I think it's going to affect so many economies.
It's already affecting economies.
No, I mean, it's going to be worse. I think it's going to be worse. I mean, they're talking about, like, it's to the point where they may have to, like, negotiate with Russia because they have such a huge impact on the global economy. Like, they export 37% of the wheat in the world.
And I heard they stopping.
They're talking about food shortages and all types of crazy stuff.
So when that happens, prices go up.
Yeah, but here's the problem out of this. Like, the countries, the states, the regions that are going to suffer the most are the ones that have developing economies. You know, those are the countries that are going to suffer the most. And there's so many countries that have Russian presence, like on the soil. You know, they're taking a huge risk if they say, no, we're not going for this bullshit that Russia is doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's hard here. You know, it's hard everywhere. And I just feel like we need, I don't know what we need. I don't know what's going to resolve this. Because
that's okay. Nobody's safe, man.
No, I think Silk is asking, are we in a safe place to talk about certain things? I mean, like, I guess.
Everybody else talking about
We're not going to tell nobody.
Don Parker said, "How was your day, ma'am?"
Oh.
He's trying to be nice now.
My day was good. I had a lot of meetings today that were pretty productive, but just really extremely long. But other than that, it was pretty good. Yeah, that's the question you were asking. But yeah, I'm just really worried about how, you know, Russia has its foothold in so many developing countries, and I feel like he's been planning this for a long time, and he has a lot of sway at this point because he can literally disrupt the whole entire global economy.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised if Trump got something to do with this too.
I mean, I don't know, man.
I wouldn't be surprised. From next month, the UK and Ireland natural gas prices increased by 27%. Jeez.
How many people are not going to be able? How do you get to the point where you might not be able to afford to go to work?
I'm almost there.
Yeah, I mean, Stacy is a driver, and like our gas expenditure has gone up like 20%.
No, I used to spend $125 on gas a week. Now I'm up to $275. That's
and the rates for his delivery haven't even gone up. So it's just like we're losing money hand over foot. You know, every single week it's eroding whatever he's getting paid for his mileage and stuff like that because we're paying more for gas.
Don said Putin's the real deal. Yeah. This is one here. Are you guys paying? Are the good paying jobs over there? Do you already have the jobs lined up?
I mean, of course, there's good paying jobs over there, but the problem, I don't say it's a problem, but the way that South Africa kind of is trying to redistribute the wealth is to make sure that it's actually South Africans that are doing the work. As long as they have, you know, people to do it, they want to hire people in South Africa. So unless you have a critical skill, and you can go online and Google, you know, critical skills for South Africa. Unless you have a critical skill, it's going to be really difficult to find a job. So if you're going to go over there and like work at a bank or, you know, work in customer service or something like that, it's going to be really hard for you to find a job. You need to be like a lawyer or a doctor, or something like that in order to get a job over there. So my plan is to work remotely for a U.S. company. I'm looking for fully remote jobs right now. So hopefully I'll have that lined up. If not, we'll have some savings, and we also have a couple of other side hustles that we're working on. Hopefully those will pan out by the time we leave. So there's a couple of things in the air, but I'm not really concerned about it because remote jobs are really easy to come by, especially in my field for benefits.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's going to be too difficult. But if you're not self-employed or have a critical skill or able to work a remote position from the U.S., then you might have some trouble. Or unless you decide that you want to start a business there, which is really, really good for the economy, as long as you also hire, you know, Black South Africans. You'd be doing something good for the economy.
Yeah, and Mark, most of the Americans that are there now, they do like freelance or like she said, work remotely, and they just get in where they fit in as far as making money. You know, whatever they got to do, you know, maybe it's a 3-month gig, you know, they do what they got to do. You know, to make money to pay the bills. Go ahead, Red.
Yeah. Somebody said, do you think NATO will apologize and withdraw? Ukraine's president is now saying they're not joining NATO anymore. Well, if he says that he's withdrawing from NATO, then he basically is relieving himself of NATO defense. So that's a problem. And I think that they'll apologize and withdraw? Like, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen at this point. I think they're still trying to negotiate with Putin, but I think he understands his position and he's not going to move unless they make it sweet for him.
Yeah, is it true that Ukraine's president at one time was like an actor or something like that, just like 3 or 4 years ago? You know, he wasn't even in politics, or someone told me that. I don't know who told me that, but they said a few years ago he was in politics. So someone please answer that one for me. Go ahead.
Just popping up a couple of comments.
Gas prices are ridiculous everywhere in the world, including South Africa. It's really crazy here.
I mean, it's crazy.
In California, it's already $8.
Yeah, normal consumers are the ones that will be affected. Yeah, because they're going to pass on all the prices of expensive transportation, all that stuff. They're going to pass that right on to the consumers, people that are buying cars and food and any kind of vegetables and stuff that aren't grown locally are going to be extremely expensive.
Anything transported.
Mark Tucker, I'm told a good salary in the U.S. is around 80,000. The equivalent in South Africa is 1.4 million rands, and there are plenty of those around as middle to senior executives. Yeah, that's probably right. I mean, I think 80,000 is like better than good. I would say probably if you're just an individual by yourself, like maybe 70 grand would still be pretty good. But 80 is definitely a good salary. Kumquat is in the building. He's my cousin, I guess.
Kitchen pod closed. What y'all talking about? What? Yes to what?
Oh, he was a comedian.
I guess I knew he was something. He wasn't in politics at all.
Yeah, he did a show as a comedian talking about running for president.
Oh, that's what you're saying yes for.
See, Trump started this whole trend of electing people that have no skills in running the country or any kind of government entity. I think we started this whole trend. Like, we always start the worst trends.
I can run for president.
Of what?
United States.
The Girl Scouts?
No. See, you try to be damn funny. Continue on.
Ukraine president was a comedian. He's a puppet. He was put there. I agree. So was Trump.
So was Trump.
Trump was put there just to
rile
up the base.
So was Obama. Continue on.
He was kind of put into place. He was kind of put into place to say, look, blacks, look, we did one. Now we're back to status quo.
Never again.
We did one. See?
Well, we can't say never again.
Racism is not real anymore.
We can't say never again because we did have a black female president. Briefly.
Oh, you mean like when Biden had to go to the bathroom for a long time?
He had some kind of operation, and hey, at the end of the day, we still had our first black female president
for like an hour.
This is a little bit longer than that.
Doesn't count, but I mean,
it's in the history.
But
books.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter because racism doesn't exist anymore. Because we had a black president, so everything's water under the bridge. In case y'all didn't know.
We got 9 in the building. Thank you guys. Like, share, subscribe.
Biden just wants us to buy electric cars.
Yes.
I guess.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, we wouldn't be having these problems if we were doing like a lot of the other European countries and stuff, and really pushing electric cars. Like, you could just plug your car in and boop, you can go.
I'm not sure if that's true or not.
I don't know.
I'm going to do some research on that. I don't think that's true. You, my sister. Y'all Y'all look alike. Y'all look alike.
I'll take it. Damn, America's expensive. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it is, man.
Hell yeah, it's really expensive. It's expensive for nothing too. Like, don't go to the hospital and not have insurance. Like, it will bankrupt you. Like, it is so expensive. This is what happens when you elect a comedian president. I mean, I guess.
Yeah, Don.
Yeah.
Colleague, instead of Ukraine. Oh shit! Here we go again.
Oh no! I'm in this business. What do you think about Obama?
I'm gonna let you handle this one. Hey, Kitchen Clothes Podcast. Answer that question too. What do you think about Obama? Go ahead, handle that.
When Obama got elected, every Black person in America thought we were going to get reparations. We thought that he was going to be Millie rocking across the White House lawn, smoking blunts with the vice president. You know, like they weren't going to be playing that little doot music when the brigade comes through. Like we just knew he was going to be playing Nuck If You Buck or something like that. But none of that happened. None of it happened. Like we were so happy for nothing.
He did give you insurance.
And I still pay for my insurance because I'm not.
See, and look at it. So I said insurance, Carl said the same thing.
I'm still paying for my insurance
because we don't have his insurance.
Because Obamacare is extremely expensive unless you're extremely poor. So there's like a break point where Obamacare doesn't work for you, and it's more expensive than what you get at work. And so if your job premiums are expensive, you're just stuck. Like you just gotta pay them. Like I pay a lot of money a month for insurance. And I have actually went out on Obamacare, like, let me see if I can find something else. And it's to get the same level of coverage, extremely expensive. On the flip side of that, I was very happy that he got out of the White House, like scandal-free, generally speaking. There were no women popping out of the woodworks. Like there was some military things that happened that were a little bit questionable.
Compared to the past, it was nothing though.
There was also some things said about like the color outfit he was wearing, some weird stuff about Michelle. But generally speaking, you know, it was scandal. It was scandal-free.
He wasn't grabbing no girls by the crotch.
No, he was not. He was not
doing any inappropriate stuff the way Trump was doing.
Yeah. So, I mean, the way that he was propped up as the next Black hope of America and how we then turned around to Trump. And then I just feel like he was like the president that they wanted to quiet us. They wanted to quiet us at that point and give us something, which is a Black president. And
we was going to vote for him no matter what.
You know, like I feel like that's what they were trying to do to just shut us up. But yeah. I digress. I think I'm done. Is it anything you want to say?
No.
Let's see.
It's true. We have more barrels of oil than any other country other than Afghanistan and Iraq. Look it up. I wouldn't doubt it, man. We got it's a lot of oil here. Yeah.
I think Obama just put here because of George Bush and his dad were business partners. Maybe. When you come to Tanzania, aka South Africa, don't forget to buy a cooler box. What's that?
A cooler. They call it cooler boxes. We call it a cooler. Oh. But why you say don't forget to buy one? Is that hot or something?
I was always suspicious of Obama. Me too. You know how somebody's just too perfect and you like, he's an alien. You know, I'm just saying.
No, I'm looking at the next question.
Oh.
That's okay.
Come quiet. You should have voted Hillary. She was why? Because she said she had hot sauce in her bag. She didn't have no hot sauce in her bag. She was lying. She was lying. No, ma'am.
This is so much you can do in South Africa if you have a proper business plan. Examples, please. Black Shield, because we're definitely trying to find something that we can help out with.
See, Obama knew the Bush family since he was a kid.
Yeah, I read that.
Yeah, they're like besties now. I mean, I would assume they go back a ways. I think most of the stuff they were saying about Obama is only because he was a black man in the White House. I mean, I agree that they did scrutinize him so much more. Like, even if you look at the number of vacation days that he took, they were reporting about that on Fox News, which is our like far right-wing news. They were talking about how he took so many days off and how he dressed and like all this stuff that they never talked about with Bush or Trump later on. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think that they did pick on him to a degree, but I also think he was a plant to a degree. You know, two things can be true.
Black Shield, so yes, is used to be an actor.
He's not talking about Obama.
No, he's talking about Ukraine guy. Yeah.
See, Obama is no different from Stacey's uncles. I can just imagine both of them.
Hey, yo. So what I want to say about that is this. That lets me know you look at that podcast. Really appreciate you for that. I'll get you later for that comment, though. Stacey's Uncle Cyril. Trump did more for Black community than Obama did in 8 years.
I
mean, Kitchen Clothes podcast. Tell me more. Just come back to that one. Let's see what he got to say. I don't drink beer. Yeah, I don't drink beer. I drink bourbon.
That's basically beer.
I'm only drinking this because I overdid it yesterday. If I didn't overdo it yesterday, I definitely would have had my bourbon.
America was not ready to go from a black president to a female president, so they had to put Trump in here. We can go from a black president to a female president back to back. I mean, you telling me they couldn't find nobody else except for Trump to put in there? Like, that's why I think that it was like revenge, because they thought that Obama was going to go in there and fail miserably, and he didn't do that. So I feel like it was white lash that they had to put somebody that was completely the opposite in office. Like, I feel like it was, I've said this before, intentional.
Okay. Why are so many successful Black Americans tired of America? Good question, Don Parker. Well, I don't know. I don't know if we're tired. We just want something different. We're something that means the same thing, doesn't it? Oh shit. You go ahead and answer this one. Let me get
I'm tired of America. No, honestly, being a minority in a country, being a minority in the United States, because that's the only experience that I know. Being a minority in the United States is so stressful because you constantly have to be aware of your behavior and how people are perceiving you. And you always wonder if sometimes if you feel like you're slighted, like, is it because I'm Black? Or is it just because I'm really not qualified for this loan? You know what I mean? It's just always this constant monkey on your back. Like, am I getting a fair shake at this? Like, just going into a restaurant, if we go into a restaurant that's full of white people, we are not going to act the same as if we go into a restaurant full of Black people. You have to like really try to move your life and be around Black people in America. Like, it has to be very intentional. But in South Africa, it's just, you natural. Open the door and it's Black people. Everywhere you go in a restaurant, you go to a club, you go to a bar, most of the places that you go, if you live in a diverse area, like there's gonna be at least a good chunk of Black people there, if not all Black people there, you know. And it's so much weight lifted off of you to be surrounded by people that look like you and don't look at you like, oh, they're dangerous or they're this kind of way because they're Black. Like, y'all might look at us like they're not South African, but it's more of a curiosity. It's not like, let me call the police.
But you know what? They know that we're not South African, but you know what they do know? They know that we Black. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, and then, you know, when we walk around, it's just like, we are one of you guys, you know? So yeah, we just two more Black folks walking the streets. You know, might dress different, you know, but we're the same. And that's the reason why our very first podcast, we said it. We want to be around our people more. Mm-hmm. You know, you want to learn. You know, we missed out on a whole lot of stuff that we don't know. And we want to learn all of that. We want something new.
I agree. So the next comment from the Kitchen Closed podcast is, the Clintons put more Black people in jail than anybody. They used to call us super predators. So yeah, but the story goes that they talked to a lot of community leaders, and what they were told is that they wanted longer sentences. They wanted mandatory minimum so that people that were committing crimes couldn't get back out on the street.
In the Black communities.
Yeah, in their communities.
Yes.
But
so add content, Vincent. Context, Vincent.
But I don't get it twisted. I'm not defending it.
No, not. But it's the truth is the truth.
Let me finish. But I think the disconnect is that nobody sat down and thought about the potential
long-term
and disproportionate application of these laws, how it would affect Black and brown communities for generations. And yeah, it was disgusting that they were a part of that, but I think that the worst part of it is that our community leaders, whoever these people were at the time, I don't have the list in front of me, they went in there and instead of asking for police accountability, instead of asking for money for job training and after school programs, and I'm not saying they might have asked for those things. They may have asked for those things. So instead of the government providing preventative services, they decided, let's just throw everybody in fucking jail. Let's throw everybody's daddy, everybody's cousin, uncle. Let's just throw them in jail as soon as they commit a crime. Instead of saying, hey, maybe we put more businesses in the community, they could have a job. Maybe if we provide more job training, they could be a skilled business owner and be an electrician or HVAC technician. Instead of going those lanes, you decide, let's just throw them in jail. Yeah. That's what we want to do. So don't get me started on the Clintons.
Hey, yo, and you said you don't know who it was. We definitely know who it was. We definitely know. Biden was one of them.
No, he wasn't a Black community leader.
No, not a Black. I'm saying he was one of the ones.
He was just one of the whites on the team.
Yes. Wasn't he the one that wrote the damn policy or something like that?
He was. He endorsed it heavily. I think he was
one of the writers.
He was one of the people involved in the writing. I don't think he wrote it, but he was definitely a part of the team that was supporting it and pushing it and to get it passed.
What part of the U.S. are you guys based in, and do you celebrate Patty Day? We're in Houston, Texas. Patty Day, but St. Patrick's
Day, yeah. A lot of the Watts do. I don't know any Black people that celebrate St. Patrick's Day, and that doesn't mean that they don't. I'm just saying I don't know any that are like, look, we're doing a cookout for St. Patrick's Day. Do you want to come? Like nobody does that. We don't drink green beer.
I mean,
nasty.
Every day is St. Patrick. Every day is Patty Day for us. We want to drink and enjoy life.
Now, Cinco de Mayo, we get down. Cinco de Mayo, we are ready. Like, bring the tacos, bring the tequila. Like, we are ready. Tamales, everything. Bring it.
I had my first tamale yesterday.
It was banging.
My first ever. And I've been in Texas now for 10 years. And I had my very first tamale just yesterday. I was always scared to try them, but like we found this place on Uber Eats that was like had really good reviews. And I'm like, let's get some tamales. It was good. It was good. So I'm glad we tried it. But yeah, we don't really celebrate St. Patrick's Day, but we definitely are all over Cinco de Mayo. Hit the like button. On your podcast, we got you. I think we already liked it, right? Definitely did. Let's see. Tell us what you were drinking on your first trip to SA. We're not a bourbon country, big on whiskey. Did you drink any whiskey? Yes. Okay, listen, man. I got this. I just want to turn this here directly to me, but I'm not. Go ahead. We bought, when we flew in. So let me tell you something, man. I had more liquor than clothes in my bag. I had to have about 10 bottles of bourbon in my bag, man. I still got a few bottles over there right now. And my wife had like maybe 2 bottles of tequila in her bag. We had 2 bags apiece. One bag for me was all bourbon. But let me tell you something, man. Every time we went to the store to get water, I got like 2 bottles of liquor. Every time. So at any given point, on my side of the bed, I could have 10 to 15 bottles of bourbon. Or other things. Because we tried some mezcal when we were there too. I didn't like it. Didn't like it. But we tried a couple of them just to make sure they were nasty. What bourbon? We not a bourbon. I had something it was called I think it's called Flagship. Did you try Clipper too? I got some Clipper right inside the room. And this one lady gave us some gin. What was the gin called? I can't remember. Can I go get it? No. Okay. But it was like some kind of flavored. Yeah. Gin. What's the red fruit called? Pomegranate. One was pomegranate and one was like a lime or something like that. Yeah. Hated it. But I think didn't like it. But wait, when we saw the gin when we went to the New Year's Eve party, and somebody had like this really fruity, pretty looking drink, and they were like, "It's gin." I was like, "It was pretty good. That shit might be good." I ordered one. It was pretty good. It had a bunch of roses and all kind of stuff in it. It was good. Yeah, it was good. That's what I think we drinking the gin wrong. That's why we don't like it. We didn't do it right. I'm gonna find a real good gin drink, and I'm gonna recipe, and I'm gonna make. I'm gonna use that gin we got. Don Parker. America seems like a nice place on TV. America has the best marketing strategy in the world. They really make it seem like other countries are out here struggling, and we're just like all balling, all rappers, all basketball players, all living in mansions. Like, get out of here. There's some places in Maryland, Chicago, LA that are poor. Houston. Yes. Don't forget the name Houston. That are just as poor as any other poor child in any other country. They have a great marketing program. Every state has several poor cities in it. Every state. You can't name one that doesn't. Every state has poor cities in it. And that's just a fact. Like, honestly, like the middle class in the United States is like shrinking. Like, the people are falling out of the middle class into the lower
more poor classes because things keep getting more expensive, taxes keep going up, and take away the assistance programs and make it harder for people to get into the middle class. Like, I don't know why they're marketing it to people. And then also they make it seem like we're the most righteous country in the world, like and going around the globe caping for human rights. And we have some of the biggest human rights violations in this very country. So I have no clue why people think America is like the perfect place to move, because it is trash. It's not the worst place to live in the world if you know how to navigate the system. It's not the worst place to live.
But it ain't the best.
But it's definitely not the best. It's definitely not the best, and it's not the only, and it's not the to be put on a pedestal and used to measure the success of other countries. Because for goodness sakes, we ain't got it.
I wish we had other people that would actually open their minds and be willing to just go to other places except the normal places that they go on vacation. So
when you say he supported HBC,
talking about Trump.
Oh, he's talking about Trump.
Talking about Trump. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did.
You know, two things can be true. You can be trash and also do something good. Two things can be true. Let's see. And I do agree that, you know, he did a lot. You know, he did some things that Obama didn't do. Like, we expected Obama to give us reparations, and he didn't do that. And neither did Trump. And I think that's the only thing that's going to make things right. So until we get reparations, any other president that comes in is trash anyway. Let's see.
Silk, I have been to Buffalo.
Oops.
I've been to Buffalo, upstate New York, and it's very apparent that I was black.
Yeah. Yeah. Upstate New York, Pennsylvania, Buffalo, Maine. Maine's one of the most racist cities in the country. Atlanta felt like Josie to me. Yeah, Atlanta is very black. Like, it's an oasis.
Atlanta is beautiful too.
It's an oasis. It's like a culmination of
some melting pot.
Black success and a melting pot of art and music and food. Like, it's an awesome place.
Only reason why I wouldn't want to move to Atlanta, it gets cold. It gets cold.
Yeah, they do.
And now, being that, you know, we've been in Houston now. Well, we moved from Baltimore, where it's stupid cold, to Houston, to where it's just like 10 months out of the year is nice, very, very nice. And in Atlanta, it gets cold. Not as cold as Baltimore, but it gets cold. Don't want that no more.
Yeah, they definitely be having like ice freezes and stuff sometimes, and I'm not trying to do that. Because
the kitchen talking about,
like, when the ice comes, even when ice hits Texas, it's like, oh Lord, they don't know what to do. They don't have no what do they call those things? The trucks, the salt trucks. They don't have salt trucks in Texas, so it's just like the road gonna be icy until until the sun come out. Yeah. That's it.
What they say?
In his speech, he talked about how blacks built America. Look it up. Are we still talking about Trump? Yeah, and he also said, "Black people, your life is terrible. What else have you got to lose?" Like,
two things can be true.
Two things can be true. Like, he can say some of the right things to get the votes, but his actions also, I don't know if I want to. Trump is a whole like episode by himself.
America is collapsing as new power in the world.
As a superpower.
Oh, as a superpower in the world, it has failed to uplift black people, specifically the hoods. Even Soweto was better.
Woo. Yeah, I totally agree that the U.S. I feel like the U.S. economy is definitely going to collapse if they don't address the disparities within our country. A lot of that got exposed during COVID. People were going to the hospital, had no insurance. people couldn't afford to get treatment. People who had jobs where they had to go into work, they didn't have short-term leave or short-term disability or long-term disability, so they were not getting paid when they were sick with a global pandemic contagion, and they couldn't get paid. Like, it just exposed all the disparities between people that are working and that are working class people, compared to people that are more white collar in mid to senior level type of positions. Like, if you were just working at Walmart and you couldn't go to work for 2, 3, 4 weeks, like, you just had no money coming in for a month. You know what I'm saying? It exposed all of the tricks of the trades for employers, keeping people at like 29 hours so they didn't have to give them benefits. Like, so many things that are allowed to go on to keep people poor. And when things like this happens, everything collapses, because if I'm not getting paid, I can't pay my rent. If I can't pay my rent, other people can't pay rent either. So you kick me out and bring somebody else in, they still can't really, you can't rent because nobody has any money at this point. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is buying cars. People are buying very little groceries, if anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it depresses the whole entire economy when the middle class is not buying things. And if you want us to buy shit, then we need to have long-term, short-term disability. We need to have cost-effective medical insurance or free care. Like, that's how you keep things running. And most developed countries have those things, but not us, because the almighty dollar is more important than people's well-being and their lives. That's the kind of country that we live in. And it's sad.
You ran down all of those healthcare needs. You can tell you in HR.
Look, y'all are really getting to me today.
You can tell you in HR. She ran down it all.
Y'all are really getting to me today. Let's see. You need to watch their news channels and you'll quickly learn the USA is not a nice place on TV. Sure do. But also take it with a grain of salt.
Depends on what news
don't just watch.
Yeah,
don't just pick one news channel. You need to watch multiple news channels and then combine it together and you get some semblance of the truth. You can't pick one side or the other, or you're going to get a skewed story one way or the other. We're starting to wake up. Yeah.
Yes.
I heard Africans take American wives. Mm-hmm. I guess.
Someone else need to answer that one.
Most of the presidents are puppets and been put in power to be used, not for the people. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. The first time I traveled to the U.S., it was a shocker because I had a totally different perception of the country due to what they tell you from the media.
And guess what, Carly? It was the exact same thing, vice versa, when we went over there.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing.
Positive.
But positive.
Positive.
Yes, but positive.
Yeah.
Same thing, man.
And who are the shareholders of these prisons, especially when you have lobbyists greasing politicians' hands? Yeah, I mean, it's probably a shitload of politicians that are investing in prisons.
That's big money.
Yeah, prisons are big money, big money. Like, they have whole businesses and production in prisons where they get basically free labor out of the prisoners. Like, talk about slavery reformed. You know, like, we keep talking about how slavery is over, but if you working for free or for wages that are not valuable, like if you're working for cents an hour, like, you may as well be working for free. You know, we called out China a couple of years ago. There was a whole thing about Chinese people, like kids and all that, like not working for fair wages. But you're doing the same shit in the United States. So who are you?
Chicago is Irish County. Patty Day is big there.
I bet.
Okay.
I bet. The Houston is great. I've been Houston. Yeah, it is. It is a huge city. Honestly, it's like the size of a state. Houston is almost a state.
And to be honest with you guys, we love Houston. We really do. And we never was like going out and partying and all that kind of stuff. We just love the atmosphere. We love Houston, but this chapter is closed. Mm-hmm. This chapter is closed. The rest of our life, we want to be in South Africa, Johannesburg in particular.
J. Edgar Hoover said, "We will give them community leaders once they killed Martin Luther King and Malcolm X." J. Edgar Hoover said, "We're going to give them community leaders now." So instead of them arising naturally out of the community, they said, "We're going to just put somebody here." Mm-hmm. My father is from Ireland, and I live here for now. Ireland is probably cool. Like, I've heard a lot of good stuff about Ireland. Like, y'all like to drink. Like, I'm down with that for sure. Because the prison complex is a business. That's the new slavery, of course. Let's lock them up so we can use free labor for cheap.
Mm-hmm. That's what we just said.
Mm-hmm. There are a lot of craft gins.
I got 2 bottles right in the back, right behind me.
Yeah, we got them as a gift.
Yeah.
We just haven't found the right recipe to make it taste good. Yeah.
You sound like a really South African. My people can drink, but I'm not. We drink. See? We drink. Oh, SLK. Well, it's a white drink. Why you say it's a white drink?
Tell him about how you white, Stacy.
It's brandy.
He's like an Oreo cookie.
The one I got is a brandy, and it's supposedly
got white taste buds. He didn't even know it.
It's supposedly I think the premium. I got a bottle right in there. I had this since the first trip or the second trip.
Don't talk to me, white man.
White, huh? White. Get out of here. Anyway. But yeah, I got some Kip Drift and the gin. I can't remember what kind of gin it is though. But anyway,
I don't remember.
It's right behind me.
I'm not big on bourbon, but I do like Woodford.
I drink Woodford also. Yes. Double oak.
Don't celebrate that. Look up the real St. Patrick, please. I haven't done that. I'm curious now. Okay, I will try to email you guys some details on, but it's nice. Thank you.
Please do.
I don't know what the eyes are about.
Vincent, what the eyes are about?
Most of the hoods in the States are poor, it said.
It is.
There's a lot of kidnapping in Africa.
I heard that before.
I mean, it's a lot of kidnapping here. And if you have a port in your state, there's a lot of trafficking and kidnapping in Houston, Miami, like New York. Like, it's a lot of kidnapping going on if you have a port near you. So like, that's a global problem. It's not just Africa. They might make it seem like that, but it's not. So many Black girls go missing from here. So like, don't get it twisted. It's global.
Hey, Mark Tucker, Carl want to know what part of Africa you're talking about. Thanks, Vincent.
Yes, hit the like button.
Africa you're referring to, Mark?
It gets, I'm sure it gets cold in Joburg.
Not for us.
But
not to us.
But I mean, somebody said it got to like the negatives.
We was there in May. We was there last year, May. And felt good during the day. It was chilly at night to where all you need is a long sleeve shirt.
Sifo says, when I came to the USA, I thought we were going to see lots of mansions and limousine. I was very surprised when I trailer parks. Girl, yeah. The poors are here, you know?
Yeah. What part of USA you was at?
She had to have been in like the Midwest or something. Because
I don't know. We got trailer parks where I'm from.
I mean, yeah, the Midwest or down south, yeah, because they don't really have. They have some trailer parks in Maryland, but like you're not just gonna accidentally drive by them. They like kind of out.
Yeah.
You know, they kind of out of the way. And New York, I don't think they have.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure they got them somewhere, but I've never seen any.
They not like in the city.
No, definitely not. No.
You know, it just like I just feel like it's got to be like in the Midwest.
So maybe yeah, let us know what part of the U.S. you was at that you seen the trailer parks.
Yeah, because I've seen the trailer parks, and that's like trailer park life. Like those people are different. They are hilarious. Like, I mean, don't sleep on the trailer park people. Like they have interesting lives. Mark Tucker, there are a lot of countries in Africa. Must I also say there are a lot of kidnappings in America? Yeah, we talked about that already. Yeah. Everywhere in the world, there's kidnapping, not just Africa. Yep. Laughing at probably at the fact that you're a white man. That's probably what he's laughing at. South Africa can be the greatest country in Africa more than if it had more than if it had a strong leadership, and we really have freedom, not fake freedom. Look, I understand what you're saying about the fake freedom. Tell you to go down and vote, and then you vote, and the majority asks for one person, and then somehow the minority gets Trump. But like, whatever. In general, jobs are and old ideas. It's about self-determination. If you want to survive in this world, you can't rely on anybody anymore, even president or country. I agree. I think that a lot of people are thinking like that, and that's why a lot of people are doing kind of what we're doing, like starting their YouTube channel, telling their stories, starting businesses, working for themselves, because nobody can take something away from you if you own it.
That's true.
Can't take your job. They can take away a job, but they can't take away your business. They can't take away your education. They can't take away people who follow and love you like y'all do.
Mark, you my man, yo. You my man, Mark.
Next question. Stacy, you love smoked barbecue. Have you had any smoked South African products? I once tried brisket on a slow cooker. It never made sense.
So, are you and Joe Bird?
Why do you act like he's about to answer you?
Because he's going to answer. Because he's going to answer in a few minutes.
Like on camera?
When I get there, I got you. But yes, I've never had smoked SA foods. We went to the Bri. It was good, but it ain't messing with that smoke, man.
Are you going to visit Somalia?
I would love to.
I want to visit. Yeah, we want to visit every country on the continent.
I looked at a video a couple of days ago. I think it's Somalia. They got like the really tall, like the ladies are really tall there, I believe. You know, I think I looked at a video and they really tall, pretty ladies. And I think it said that they was the prettiest ladies in Africa or something like that. That's what they was described as in the video I was watching. Next video, please.
America has fake freedom. You party in South Africa, nobody bothers you. In America, police, if someone don't like what you're doing, like Karens. Oh yeah, the Karens are full effect and will your evening real quick for no reason because they feel uncomfortable. That's the only answer they have. I felt uncomfortable. I was afraid because they were being loud and being joyful, and it just was like hurting me. Anyway.
Nobody visits Somalia for fun unless you're from Somalia.
That's not true. We're going.
We're going to visit.
Oh yeah. See, that's the Midwest.
Yeah. And South.
Yeah.
Arkansas, Oklahoma is South.
Yeah, it's kind of the Midwest too. The South Midwest.
Okay.
I don't know. Somalia is very unstable country, downright unsafe for anyone outside unless you go there with work.
Okay.
We'll take that under advisement. The eyes, look up to the results. If it's something you don't believe, always do the research yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I'll bring a bottle. You do your thing.
I got you. What part of SA you live in, man? What part of Joburg you live in? Hey,
Stacy. You want me talking about Sudan, not Somalia.
Okay. I knew I seen something just like 2 days ago.
All right, we're almost at an hour and a half, so we're gonna wrap this up, y'all. We appreciate you as usual, sharing your thoughts and asking questions, engaging with us and jumping on, because I know a lot of y'all are actually in South Africa right now, and it's really
what time
early.
Is it now?
So we definitely appreciate your time and your support. Does Africa have Walmart, McDonald's, Red Lobsters, Waffle House, or y'all that dress like them with slacks and sneakers and shirts from 7-Eleven?
They don't have Walmart. It's called what's the name of that place? We got our food from.
I don't like this question. But no.
What's the name of the place?
It's not. Is it Clicks?
No.
No, the one we went to get the Google Chrome.
No. Yeah. Damn it, man. And I've never seen a McDonald's or a Red Lobster or a Waffle House. But they have a Walmart, but it's just not called Walmart. Damn, what is it called?
He's in Boscroin.
Okay. He's in Randburg. Okay.
Explore rural places in South Africa. We're definitely gonna do that.
Yo, what's the Walmart in South Africa?
It's I know. I feel like it starts Macro.
Macro. Yes. Yeah. This Mark guy.
All right, y'all are gonna be nice in the comments. Yeah, it's Macro. Yeah, Macro was like their Walmart.
Yeah. And
honestly, I found some really good hair products in Macro.
Listen, someone said in our last podcast to look up the Google, not Google, the Amazon. What's it called?
Oh, Take a Lot.
I looked it up this morning. I'm not gonna miss Amazon at all.
I mean,
I'm not gonna miss Amazon.
Amazon. It says like the shipping is like in 2 weeks. It ships in 2 weeks.
No, they said the Amazon. If you order Amazon, you get it in 2 weeks. The Take a Lot, it doesn't take that long.
Well, I'm just saying, like what I read, Take a Lot said ships within 2 weeks, so it could take up to 2 weeks. That's all I'm saying. It's not like no next day type of stuff.
Like Amazon.
They do have a lot of variety, but it's still not like nearly as much as what you will find on Amazon. But all things considered, it's pretty good.
Oh, okay. I didn't know McDonald's was there.
Yes, you did. There was a McDonald's right at Rosebank Mall.
Oh, yeah, it was. Good night, Mark. Yeah, it was. I forgot about that.
All right, for real, y'all, this time. Thank you so much again.
See the white? See the white, see the black?
Thank you so much again. We appreciate y'all. And make sure you share, like, subscribe if you haven't yet. Bye, guys.